this what we're after?
This is what we're after, and fresh picked today.
Oh my God, there's nothing better than the farmer's market strawberries. Like when you take a bite and it's actually red all the way through.
These farm fresh berries have a spicy road ahead of them. They'll bring the sweet heat in a fermented hot sauce made by Blake Baird, founder of Lunamor's Larder.
Ooh, those golden raspberries are so pretty.
They're so pretty. To me, this is like my Bloomingdale's.
I'm Rachel Belle, host of Your Last Meal podcast, cookbook author, and longtime journalist. Today on the Nosh, from neuro-spicy hot sauce to an education in soy sauce, we are getting saucy.
So how did this hot sauce business come to be? Because you are primarily a high school principal.
As a way to unwind and kind of enjoy life on weekends, I'll often do a lot of fermenting. I've been doing fermenting foods for going on 20 years now. And my wife was getting really sick of having several hundred bottles and jars fizzing and bubbling away all over the house. And then a little over a year ago, I received an autism diagnosis, which explained a lot. But I was talking with my therapist, and she was asking about, what brings you joy? And I was talking about food and fermentation. Within the ADHD and the autism both is that, again, that constant craving for novelty, that sensory stimulation, and having this outlet as a way to explore that diagnosis and how that manifests and shows up in my inner world and my outer world has been just a wonderful tool for sort of building understanding of self and the world around me. And now here we are with 7 flavors. Good to go.
Wow, all because of your therapist.
Yeah. Thanks, Michaela.
Not all hot sauces are fermented.
Correct.
What is the process like, and how does that lend to the flavor?
So the difference is, instead of having a large amount of vinegar added to make it shelf stable, I take the fresh produce, pack it into a bucket, and then submerge it in a salt brine, which then generates a large amount of lactic acid, generates a ton of various probiotic compounds, and also fundamentally changes the flavor.
Can we try this one?
Yeah, let's give it a shot. It's just cucumbers, serrano chilies, and lime, again with that salt and water, and that's all that's in here.
It's so bright and tangy. I love this one. Okay, what should we try next?
So our mildest one is going to be Strawberry to Live. It's a strawberry, balsamic, and Fresno chili.
These are my flavors.
Honestly, this is my goes on just about everything sauce.
These are so good. You get the fruit first and then the spice. I've never even heard of a mushroom hot sauce before.
Really tastes like if you had an angry Thanksgiving.
An angry Thanksgiving.
Angry Thanksgiving.
So maybe like 50% of Americans with their families that they don't usually see throughout the year. Yeah. Sometimes I do want to put hot sauce on something like chicken pot pie.
Yeah.
And none of them seem right. This would be the perfect thing.
This works really well for that.
I'm so happy to have been introduced to these hot sauces. This is gonna add new flavor to my kitchen. And I'm also just happy for you for finding this outlet. It seems like it's just another additional piece of joy in your life.
It is a big bright spot of joy.
If you have a love affair with condiments, Mixed Pantry will make you swoon. Owner Tak Kunamune carefully curates his Belltown specialty food store with products made by Asian American and Pacific Islander-owned brands or products imported from Asia.
Oh, really good.
I know. It's pretty substantial, right?
I like this a lot.
I know.
Tak was a food scientist, then a tech worker, but he was craving a connection to community, culture, and food.
How many chili crisps do you have? Because I've never seen so many in one place
never really
before.
counted myself, to be honest. Sorry, but I think we have about 3 dozen or so here. Oftentimes people think, oh, it's Asian flavors, or like, oh, that's just all Chinese. But Asia is such a huge area, right?
Right.
Like there's so many different culture, different ethnicity. It's just that the Asian diaspora is just fascinating and a beautiful thing.
So you have this magic fridge full of condiments.
Right.
Can we try a couple others?
Sure thing. All right. Well, let's start from the sour things.
Okay.
Okay. Coming from Kabi, sweet yuzu vinaigrette, and it's heated up.
Good.
Right. This is Uwen's black vinegar coming from Taiwan.
I would drink this just with seltzer. There's a fruitiness to it.
Yeah, so plummy. And then we're gonna go to Nong's Kaomangai sauce. This is a chicken and rice sauce right here.
Yum.
It's great. Bowl of rice and a little bit of a Costco rotisserie chicken and just pour it over. And here is the last one. This is kaya. So in Singapore, the breakfast classic would be a butter toast with a thick layer of kaya and a black coffee, but you know, it hasn't really made it quite to the US yet.
Tell me your story. What inspired you to open Mixed Pantry?
Mixed Pantry only carries items that's imported from Asia or done by AAPI community members only. The entire purpose of this is to carve out the space so that we can combat these stereotypes and try to diminish all these different wrong ideas around our community members. Instead of saying hey, stop saying my food is stinky, cheap, dirty, all these different stereotypes that Asian food have, I can just share the best thing that I could find on the market, and you're gonna for sure be an ally for our food culture because you're going to be falling in love with these items.
Everyone's heard of a wine tasting, but what about a chili crisp or soy sauce tasting? TAC offers both by appointment. If you come into your store, you see that there are dozens of different soy sauces.
Yeah.
And personally, when I go to the Asian market, I don't know which one to choose,
Right.
So maybe this can help me get a better idea of what to pick.
So this one is a white soy sauce, one of the 5 official types of Japanese soy sauce. This is almost entirely wheat, even though it's a soy sauce. It's really floral.
It is. It's very good.
Yeah, I love using this to make some salad dressing and whatnot. And then this is a twice brewed saishikomi soy sauce. It's packed with the savoriness, lowering the salt content as the style for the soy sauce types. Oftentimes it's used for the raw fish pairing, sushi, sashimi pairing. It is absolutely wonderful. And some people actually drop a few drops on the vanilla ice cream and stuff like that. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Do that.
I know.
Kind of like balsamic. It's not just salty, there's a flavor. more of a
Exactly.
flavor.
And then last but not least, this is tamari. So it's much, much thicker. If you can kind of twirl it
yeah.
around, you can see that for sure.
hibiscus.
Yeah, I consider this as like a barbecue sauce of Japan.
It's almost smoky.
It really is. So many layers of wonderful flavors.
It's so fun to come in and just get to try everything and to find new products that I would never have tried if I hadn't
Definitely.
come in here before.
I am so grateful and thankful that you explored it with me. I really wanted to reconnect with my kids. Like my kids are 4 and 6-year-old girls. They are different identity from mine. I'm a Japanese immigrant and they're half white and half Asian. And when I became father, I remembered my college days. My friends were saying, oh, I don't understand my immigrant parents. So I wanted to create a space that we can really openly talk about identity together and explore together. Being able to create a space where we can constantly discuss those kind of identities through something that will really connect people, right?
Yeah.
Food. It means a lot to me. I wanted something that put the roots down somewhere in the neighborhood and to say like, hey, we are here and we are here at all time. That's what this place is.
Okay, rolling.
Ready?
Action!
Okay.